Today is 8 May 2022. Time is 5:30 about p.m. God bless Netherlands ter Apple refugee. I wanna hint, as you know, the most important issue we are in absolutely computation of God that has issue never humiliate God issue even with this infinity great computation with timeless with limitation for time and limitation with space the 0 and makes great natural pretend but that has issue for this computation we need to make natural pretend as like for example I said for the best natural pretend for Les we are all woman original and fake is the first marriage and after is like identity insert your identity for humanity also marriage for humanity always natural present natural is humanity with rational and confidential together makes humanity issue as I said and look like the map of this or the infinity grade engineering book God is called Quran to Sire. Sire is name. Insert your identity and makes for humanity. Has issue with, for example, mate and sex and like this. And if you couldn't, the first marriage, I mean, the second is Sire and masturbation you couldn't, for example, unfortunately. To save natural humiliation, like to marriage and like Sire. Naturally, masturbation natural. And that natural pretend for this infinity great computation is the best. The first is job, natural job. For example, look like welder, look like a teacher, every engineer and etc. Doctor and artist, also artist and also something has issue with sport and everything to make, for example, income for you. But never my mean is to have injustice for this issue this that is competition you as you play as a player and that has issue never humiliate this competition with injustice at least we are for example I say that is uh, have a spiritual issue same as well all of human God issue the insert, for example, to register you in this infinity great word, at least and after we have the spiritual, but with confidential and rational and confidential makes naturally and humanity on the natural way. After job has issue with beggar, natural beggar infinity great. But if you couldn't job infinity greater than beggar, I never advise to make beggar to be beggar. Natural beggar with something issue, for example, as this we have absolutely time and a space limitation makes something with absolutely also disability and everything, or God issue and everything has God issue, computation for God, with disability, with ability, with and totally God said you are this, for example, this at this time, never humiliate, natural humiliation. And I don't want to make, for example, self body control system as a natural humiliation for body, and also have issue with absolutely competition. You came the first, the one time to this world and one time to go. This is for a space and time limitation. For anybody has a register in God with any feminine, with any woman, we are fake and original. I don't want to make this. This is never humiliate, but I have to say, for example, this unfortunate. And after beggar has issue with porn. Porn, for example, to make competition and to make a great sport and like this artist of for example, the something issue with artists and makes and competition, for example, football, basketball, and like this. But bigger, infinity greater than this, to that has issue if you want to make a spiritual confidence up, infinity great and absolutely people has issue with something feminine and give you, for example, great. Don't worry. And end that is on the public, I mean, on the public. And end of this porn is natural porn go to, you know, makes fake and original on the public, at least to make it great for others to have issue with mate and like this. Save natural humiliation. And end obi, porn is infinity greater than obi. Obi is end of this computation to steal at the first lie. For example, injustice, to give them money at least for what? To make healthy for yourself and also to have issue your confidence up, everything, and other people to cheering and I am not jealous, but that is injustice for making humiliation. God humiliated with this situation as a natural humiliation for computation. We are all again the same woman, fake and original, and never humiliate this issue. And same spiritual. Why has issue to make you this injustice, at least to make you obi panic for others, at least injustice totally, to lie. The first humiliate, natural humiliation, and after lie, steal, and everything. Art is also like this. And end of this scenario is Obi's puppet, and this unfortunately Obi's system has issue like Oscars, but they are also puppet behind this has issue with system, Macron and Biden, Khamenei, and like, fake and original, separated at least with any humanity issue, like woman, man, and for example, I said for at the moment Taliban has issue to makes something like cartoon, like fake to totally to cover face of fake, for example, I'm sorry, the fake vagina or woman, infinity grade woman, I'm sorry. Why? Because they do totally to make fake for ob- obese, West obese, Oscars, Macron, Biden, Putin, and etc. China, at least to save for them nuclear cake. At least and other many, I don't want to make deep, and to save them, at least real sample Iran and look like a Middle East to destroy at least. And destroy as well this great of. And also I forgot for refugee. We have this situation the worst industrial refugee. As you know, I will after say for Talib has issue with woman and man. For example, I want to make the first I say for this issue we have a job, natural pattern for computation of God issue. The first is job, natural job, and after natural beggar, and after porn, natural porn, like to have issue on the field to go to make computation, international football, and like but justice, for make it spiritual and be absolutely for your confidential to make other confidential up for humanity. They also give something absolutely not value with your confidential, but never makes this great spiritual issue for feminine that makes humiliate natural humiliation. That this makes, for example, horrible to humiliate natural humiliation, never humiliate natural humiliation. And industrial refugee has issue. I said I am, unfortunately, and also I have issue to be the first time I came here and to ask a job and like this. But as you know, for symbolic of refugee, this OBC, astaghfirullah, they say that you are on the list. I'm saying okay. But I don't want to make, never care naturally for myself, for example, go to for not much. And absolutely that is not a job, but I can, for example, makes great. I don't want to make hobby, at least to go to pick up trash on the street naturally, not much as you makes, for example, with this like artist show, for example, and that is better to make job the first job, I mean. But this abnormal, you must to grow up as you naturally. I couldn't make a job with this obvious system, unfortunately. And for Taliban, I want to hint, for example, I said beauty for woman is fake and for man is original. Fake has issue to cover with rational. That makes with rational and confidential, fake and original together naturally. That has issue rational and confidential when confidential also makes rationally. Totally say is rational. To circle at least this system, infinity grade God system. 0, 0, and to grow up 1, 1. One God, one religious. And that has issue for woman to make up naturally, not make panic. It doesn't need to make obi panic to cover them, and many these obis the command of this, for example, VOA as a opposition. I say again and again, we never have this issue for human. Human has brain, never follow up someone think like influence and like this. You are totally human, natural present. And you have issue with something as this in this system to grow up with natural way and makes anything confidence up as well on the natural way and has issue engineering book of God like Quran and also absolutely 12's imam when for 12 issue to never be obi panic. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad and wa ala Muhammad. Sunday today is together infinity great. Rational and confidential. Rational Jesus and confidential is Mahdi. To make naturally, never make panic. That is issue for job. God bless human.